It's a beautiful day to be alive. Welcome on board to another edition of Spring Trend Radio and Western Spring Television. Here in Spring Trend, what we'll talk about is, issues trending, especially on social media. We look at what is trending, who is trending, where they are trending, and reactions on social media. So I always encourage you, urge you to keep tweeting, keep commenting. You never can tell when we get to read your own comment right on our big screen. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei, welcoming you specially. And of course, you know I do not do this alone. Femi Ojo is here without his dark glasses. How are you doing, Femi?
This is the part where you come in with the starting like this
That's
way,
our style. No, you're not with your glasses,
like
so
like this way.
you're back.
No,
You're
the
back to
star
being.
is not in the glasses;
Is in what?
is in the person.
Okay.
I greet you,
Okay.
good people.
Let's just get right to it. Our very first story is on, what's trending across the country on social media. People are talking about the lifting of petrol from Dangote Refinery. And of course, people are also expecting how much they get to buy fuel, local fuel. I mean, Femi was making a joke the other time that probably in filling stations would have to start asking them, share local and be imported. Are you selling local or imported? Local, actually, talking about Dangote Refinery and the imported one, the ones they bring into the
Yeah.
country. Now, marketers have demanded direct access to petrol from Dangote Refinery, criticizing the firm grip of the NNPC Limited on the market. And of course, you know that there were updates that NNPC is going to be the sole buyer from Dangote Refinery, and the marketers are kicking against this, saying we also should be given a chance to buy directly from Dangote Refinery. The price was put at 868 naira per liter. That is what the NNPC said they bought from Dangote Refinery, but Dangote Refinery is countering that particular price, saying that was not how much we sold to you. Let's just take reaction on this particular story. Paul of Truth is saying NNPC is trying so hard to control the price of Dangote product, which the marketers see as a threat to their profit. And Omore says, Edwin, VP of Dangote Industries, said it's some days that local marketers are refusing to buy our product because it is cheap. Meanwhile, local marketers are showing interest while pointing fingers at NNPC. As an observer, I am confused. And this is the point where I say that particular popular saying by people that if they explain Nigeria to you and you understand, the person that did the explanation
And I will
did
explain
not
why.
do a good job. Also, Edo Wizard says, the controversy over this Dangote refinery and the NNPCL tells us one thing. Nigerians do not really want Nigeria to grow, and the Nigerians that do not want these are the fewest among the larger population. This is someone's private business and investment. You are to be the sole distributor of this product, stopping others from having direct access to the product. Why? Because you want to monitor and control it from outshining other illegal importation of fuel that belongs to some powerful people behind the scene. You did not enforce some energy. You did not enforce same energy on its diesel, but fuel only. The body language is so loud that Nigerians can hear. And still, Edo Wizard saying that what is the reason behind NNPCL wanting to be the only one that gets supply of the Dangote fuel? Something is fishy with this move. First, they want a permanent office in Dangote Refinery, then this. Why didn't they say the same with the diesel but only fuel? NNPCL has hidden agenda and is to make profits from someone else's effort and not for the benefit of Nigerians. Femi, your take. I mean, Edo Wizard, with what at David Oge said, what do you think? Do you really think that there is an ulterior motive from NNPCL to control the price of petrol? Like I said, they didn't do this thing with diesel. Why is petroleum different?
I think everything that has to do with petrol, PMS will always be different because that's the it's a leveler now in Nigeria, and that's one energy source that people use the most. That either you have a vehicle, you pay. You don't have, you still have to take transportation means from one end to the other. So I think it's always be controversial, especially with our context. I mean, with our situation here in Nigeria, and that's one thing as well. But then, the drama that we have witnessed from the launch of Dangote Refinery since Buhari time, it started with drama.
Yeah.
Because people said, the refinery will never ready. You go launch them to prove, say, under our, for that administration to take glory.
Yeah.
That, okay, let's launch this before we come out, so that they won't say we didn't do anything at all.
Yeah.
And for people that are proponents of such sentiment, I think it's fair, because it took almost 1 year after for us to have the rollout that we are seeing right now. So the drama from 2023 May to now is, if you give it to Kunle Afolayan or any of these
More
Kemi Adetiba, they will make a good film with it. Yeah, so anybody, they'll make a good film with it, because it could go for like 2 seasons with what you have been seeing. NNPCL. Oh, it's the petrol is not even good. It's substandard.
Yeah.
The refinery is 75 or 65% complete.
Yeah.
And then Nigeria shouted, and that one said, you don't catch us now, quarter apple. And then somebody called them to a round table. You know that particular period, and like 2 months ago, a month ago, to say, oh, no more quarrel. All of a sudden, the owner of the place say, that's Oga Dangote, say, what I'm giving you people, you have never seen it before, is high grade, high quality, unleaded. In fact, it's ethanol based. It's the best way that we can find all over the world. And this is what we are seeing. Oh yeah, leave the petrol now. Sunday was given, trucks go the place. And then when they reach there, oh yeah, begin carry. How much will you be selling? And then we are hearing is 898. NNPCL say, now 898 we buy. Dangote say, no be that price we say give you. Oh yeah, you will no be the price. Give us the price. But no be the price. Well, it's a lot. And you know who I blame? The Minister of Petroleum. The President himself.
Yeah.
They should make clarity for all these things. Who is lying here? Nigerians should know why not they carry our head, they play like say these things. And another part is Nigerians don't even care the drama. Roll out these things. Let's have it available. Let's have it accessible. Let's have it affordable. If we won't fight, fight. Now, no problem. But let's have it.
And also some people are asking the federal government that this is easier for subsidy to come back. I mean, if you're going to be paying Dangote subsidy, you're paying directly to Dangote, and there is no all this, there are cabals behind that is, So
how does that pay Nigeria? If Nigeria as a country will be paying for subsidy to another person.
This is the theory they are proposing, that if NNPCL is buying at 898, or if Dangote is selling at 898 naira per liter, the federal government can subsidize with probably 500 naira or 400 naira, so that at the the consumer, the final consumer, can buy maybe at 400, 500 naira per liter. At least now the subsidy money is going straight to Dangote, and it's not like you're helping Dangote, you're only subsidizing the product for the people.
Where would they be getting the money from? The money for subsidy?
Where did the money they removed from subsidy?
I love what you are just proposing, and Nigerians will even like
I'm not the one proposing it. I've heard it on
if it's now, then Nigerians are saying, let's take 400 now of it, so Nigerians will be buying 500.
Yeah.
That proposition.
You get the gist.
You got it.
Let's move to the next story this morning. The floods that happened in Maiduguri. I mean, it's a lot, and people are going through a lot. We heard that 70% of Maiduguri was covered by water, and it's has posed a lot of challenges for the people on the health segment, security-wise, even food. A lot of people are having it tough to eat. Now, the governor, Babangana Zulum, is saying that he's worried that jail terrorists might have escaped, as we heard that in the custodial the custodial center in Maiduguri, over 200 inmates escaped, and we've just had 7 people recaptured. So we have still over 200 people out there who are supposed to be in prison but are out there on the street. And these inmates ranges from different people with different things that brought them into the custodial center. Maybe they were terrorists, bandits, thieves, murderers, rapists. You never can tell what their profile is. Let's take reactions now. Chai Postal, is it Chia Postal? I think it's Chia Postal. Chia Postal says, they free them. Which one be escape? All right, this is the paranoia.
Somebody must always say this one.
that Nigerians exude when it comes to issues with governments. The distrust will always come to play. And Sophia Uloma Okeafo says, go find them all.
I like that too.
And Apple_Michael33 on IG says, if I type I within my mind, they will arrest me. I know my country. Make I rest my case. All right. So Apple_Michael33 is probably scared of for his own
That's
safety.
good.
And Hola Chase says, and they go back into the society to unleash more terror on innocent citizens. And Creamy underscore Chelsea underscore says, terrorists don't escape. I beg, make not find them over. You're going through a lot already in this country. Your thoughts very quickly, Femi.
It's so many questions. That first tweet, I know somebody will say that, you know, to say which one be escape? Escape from where?
Yeah.
Didn't we should interrogate this matter? The correctional building, did it collapse? Because it's
A
not.
wall actually collapsed.
You
A
see,
wall collapsed.
you see,
It's because of the flood. I mean, the flood caused the walls to collapse.
Engineer Evelyn, here you see the wall.
I don't know, but that's what it
Okay, because
But
because
of
if
course,
actually
with
it's
that
under
kind
lock and
of- with
keys,
that kind
with
of-
what movies
with
before
that kind
that
of
flood
flood.
came into a particular place and you could see the people. Did anybody
is
wait?
movie.
Wait, oh,
This
did
is
anybody
real life.
wait now? Did anybody drown?
That is movie. This is real
Wait
life.
now,
Femi.
did anybody
You
drown?
never can tell. There are people. They've not
A
even put
cell,
out a figure
a
to
jail,
the
a
number of
correctional
people.
center is always under lock and keys.
Yes.
Now escape we see. So wait here about the people we drown.
What about the wall that collapsed?
Now only one place they keep all of them. All the walls just collapse.
Are you joining Nigerians to be paranoid at this time?
This is not paranoia. This is speaking to reality. I'm not saying they didn't escape. Either they have escaped or they have been freed. They should be brought back. That one is there.
Yeah.
And Minister of Information, Ojo don't say, I think 251 or thereabout. They should be brought because these are potential. These are not potential. These are threats to the people. And you know what those guys will do if actually there are people who gave information for their arrest. You know what they will do to those people? Because we've seen it. That terrorists will go back to a particular village to go and send, they call it punishment for talking, for giving information.
Yeah.
In fact, I remember a sad situation in which some rice farmers were decapitated. It wasn't just killing. They removed the head, they removed the body, mixed it together. So that by the time a particular family is coming from their own,
to identify
it has terrible. So they should find them. We are just speaking to this matter. And it's a sad one, not just for the inmates, for the people of Maiduguri right now. So our thoughts and prayers are with those people.
And I think it actually shows that the government of the day is not on top of the situation, because when we had issues like this flood, one of the places that should have been heavily guarded is the correctional facility. They should ensure that, because they know that anything can happen.
Now flood you call her.
Yeah.
How they want to guide them?
Whatever
where the police
whatever
they
it is they can do, whatever it is they can do, because I mean, it's one thing for us to
overwhelm me actually.
Exactly. Let's move to our next story this morning. Millions lost as Gombe tomato farmers struggle without storage facilities. We'll talk about food insecurity, and now we are hearing that millions have been lost as Gombe tomato farmers struggle with storage facilities. Should storage facilities be an issue for us now in Nigeria? This is 2024, Femi. There are a lot of things that you could actually turn this tomato into. There are a lot of ways to preserve. There are a lot of ways to, you know, make them into tomato paste or something. Whatever it is, this should not be an issue in 2024. But sadly, it is still an issue in 2024 in Nigeria. Millie Ambition says it is time to start working on tomatoes preservative method rather. Can seal and other methods should be used. Can seal and other methods should be used. People need good investment idea. Converting farm products into finished goods are the complete function of agriculture. A lengthy one from Raimi Lawal_Shoe says, these are the reasons why one of the Minister of Agriculture has to go. The Special Advisor for your state on agriculture complained about this challenge. These are one of the major reasons the farmer had experienced loss over the years and shortage of tomatoes. Funny enough, this would have been addressed and help when there are scarcity. This could have been managed better. There are various channels to prevent and preserve tomato. One of those ministers of agriculture has to go. We need a young, vibrant person in such critical sector. Agriculture is a business of majority of the rural population can go into farming and get support they need. These would solve a lot of food shortages, scarcity, and we can export. It is not hard to achieve. This 2024 we can do better than this. Okay. And Kojeka says, we need it in the south. Or
Okay,
Wootton Alma says, this is where the governors should come in. They need to, as a matter of fact, buy from them and store it properly, and also encourage companies to come, turn them into paste and canned. And this one, okay, that's the last comment for this particular story. But Femi, I love what Wootton Alma said, that this is where the governors should come in. They should buy from this farmers store, and also encourage companies to come buy from them, so that they don't get to have lots of waste, on their hands rather.
And I'll take it from that. The waste, the ripple effect. There's lots of money, lots of energy, lots of capital for that particular farmer, because by the next planting season, the farmer will have made a loss. He or she won't have enough money to go into the next farming. That's if the farmer is not running into trouble. Because if the capital is from a loan or cooperative society, he has to pay back. And now is another thing, that the thing has not germinated. It has germinated, it has come out fine, but there's no storage facility. And tomato, just like some other vegetables, the lifespan is so short as well. Now, these are persons that maybe they don't even have good access routes. Now, the products are there. Some of them even get it into the market. And then you know what happens when you have a lot and nobody is buying? It will crash the price. They won't make as much money. Many of them will be wasted. Now, somebody is talking about federal government. I agree. Maybe any minister should go or whatever. But we are talking about the ministry. How about the Ministry of Agriculture in Gombe State? What do they do? And not just in Gombe State. You know what they do? You go to office, sign forms, sign whatever you want to sign. And when it's empowerment time, they distribute hose and cutlasses and fertilizers. Status quo rings, warm, and you do it again the next season. That's what they're doing. This is a product there, and this is, we are talking about storage facility. Even since you are in primary school, you always know about agriculture and silos, barns, and this thing and this one. Almost 30 years ago, or 35 years after that, we are still having a conversation about storage. It's a shame to the Minister of Agriculture and everybody involved in that particular state. And now you are just talking about Gombe State. This thing happens, even in Osun State.
Yes. And I think I still stick with what Wootton Alma is saying, that the governors of the different states should come in at this time. We need to. That is why we have ministries of this ministry is replicated in the different states. Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Commerce, and all of that.
And industry.
This is not the time. It's not just for them to get into their cars with their bodyguards and in their tinted cars, and that's all. They need to get to work and do the job. And that's where we'll draw the curtains this morning on Spring Trends. I beg your pardon. Thank you so much, Femi, for coming on board.
My pleasure.
And to you, our esteemed viewers, thank you for being a part of our world. To our Muslim faithful out there, we felicitate with you, and we congratulate you on another Eid al-Maulud, the birthday of Prophet Muhammad. And we pray that the blessings of the season rests with you and your family. My name is Evelyn Ohiolei. We'll see you tomorrow.